Islamic parties aren't just in the Middle East anymore. Belgium, the country in Europe, is scheduled to hold elections in just a few months. There's a rising star in the political landscape there. It's called the Islam Party. Its stated purpose is to implement Sharia and transform Belgium into an Islamic state. Katie Hopshi has traveled to the town of Molenbeek. Lots of jihadis there. You may remember it because it was the place the 2015 Paris terrorists plotted their attack, which regard its ties to jihad as a marginal issue at best. Watch.
Were you told that Salah Abdel Salah was a suspected terrorist?
Yes, well, we had a list, but the list of a few names. Well, I would say more than 30 names, but it was not the job of the local police to follow those people.
That's unbelievable. Are we misreading that because of the language barrier? Did the mayor just say it's not her job to keep track of dangerous people in her community?
Absolutely. She's the mayor of Molenbeek. She's been there for about 6 years or so now. She was given the name and the location of the coordinator of the Paris attack. And when I said to her, you had that list, you had his name, you did nothing, she said, it's not my job. And of course, this is part of the problem in the jihadi capital where I've just spent 3 days, is that politicians turn a blind eye because they are dependent on the voters who are Muslim and they want their support.
So it's a demographic thing. I mean, at a certain point, you become captive to the people who are changing your society.
That's absolutely right. You know, what I've just seen, I've spent 3 days walking the streets of Molenbeek, known as a place that other reporters won't go because it's 80% Muslim. There's a lot of Sunnis there, a lot of Salafists, a lot of Shiites, very hardcore kind of religious individuals. And then you've got politicians and police who are happy to turn a blind eye.
What do the rest of Belgium think of this? Ordinary Belgians, are they for this?
Yeah. It's so interesting. I was the only woman with my head uncovered. Everybody there is in a burqa. They want segregated transport, segregated living, and they want halal everywhere and Sharia. And I can see it coming. So there's a massive white flight to have access to these migrants. And then we wonder why we end up living with the jihadis next door.